Welcome back to Impact Math with Miss Taylor. Alrighty, we have some dividing fractions for the HESI test, okay? So it says divide and simplify 6 divided by 2 and 2/3. So the very first step that we want to do is change this mixed number into an improper. And how we do that is we're going to times and then add. So we take the denominator, which is 3, times the whole number, which is 2, and we add it to the numerator, which is 2. And we put that all over 3. So 3 times 2 is 6. Drop down the 2 and the 3, and then 6 plus 2 is 8 over 3. Now, we're still dividing by the whole number 6. But remember, every whole number can be written over 1, okay? And now we're going to do our keep, change, and flip. So we're going to keep this the same. We're going to change this to multiplication, and we're going to flip this. So we're going to keep 6 over 1. We're going to change it to times, and we're going to do 3 over 8. And then we're going to multiply. Well, first we can see if we can cross cancel. So here I know this can divide by 2, and this can divide by 2. Okay, so I'm going to move it up. Move it up. And we're going to move the problem up this way. Okay, so we're going to do 6 divided by 2, which is 3 over 1, times, we're going to keep that 3 over 8 divided by 2 is 4. So 3 times 3 gives us 9, and 1 times 4 gives us 4. So our answer is 9/4. So if I'm looking at my answer choices, the only thing that has a 4 as a denominator is C. But let me show you how they got 2 and 1/4. So we're going to take this, we're going to take the 4, and we're going to do 9 divided by 4, okay? So you're asking yourself how many 4s can fit into 9? Well, you don't have to guess. You can look at your answer choices. So 2. So 2 times 4 gets us 8. We minus. We have a 1 left over, remainder. So we put 1 over 4. And that's why C is our answer. Alrighty, I hope that helps. Let's go to the next. 5 1/2 divided by 2 1/2. Our very first step is to change these mixed numbers to improper. And how we do that is we're going to multiply, then add. So we're going to do 2 times the whole number 5, and we're going to add the numerator, which is 1. And we put that all over what we divided by, which is 2, okay? Now it says divided by 2 1/2. So we do 2 times 2. Okay, so 2 times 2 plus the numerator, which is 1, all over 2. All right, so 2 times 2, 2 times 5 gives us 10, plus 1. And 10 plus 1 gives us 11 over 2. Now that's being divided by 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 over 2. And 4 plus 1 gives us 5 over 2. So we're going to do the keep, change, and flip, okay? So we're keeping this left side the same, 11 over 2. And we're changing this division to times, and we're going to flip this, which is called the reciprocal, 2 over 5. Our 2's can cancel out because if we divide this by 2 and we divide this by 2, they cancel. So we're left with 11 times 1 equals 11, and 1 times 5 is 5. So I'm looking at my answer choices, and the only thing that I see with a 5 as a denominator is C. But I will show you how they got 2 1/5. So how we do this is we're going to do 11 divided by 5. Okay. Remember, the bottom number, whatever it is, even if it's bigger, smaller, whatever it is, goes on the outside. The numerator goes underneath the division sign, okay? So we're asking ourselves how many 5s can fit into 11? Well, 2 can. So 2 times 5 is 10. And we're going to minus, and we get 1 left over. So we take our remainder and we put it over what we're dividing by, which is the 5. And that's how we get 2 1/5. Number 3. Divide 3 divided by 12 divided by 1/6. All right, so we can go straight to keep, change, flip, okay? So we're going to keep this the same, 3 over 12, and we're going to change this division sign to times, and we're going to flip this to its reciprocal and make it 6 over 1. Now, we can just multiply straight across, but I'm telling you, it will save you a lot of time if you get in the habit of canceling out what you can. So here, I know 6 can go into 12. So I'm going to divide this by 6 and divide this by 6. So I get 3 over 12 divided by 6 gets me 2 times 6 divided by 6 is 1. And then this is 1. So we get 3 times 1 gets us 3. And 2 times 1 gets us 2. So we get 3 halves. Now we want to change this to a mixed number. And so how we do that is we do 3 divided by 2. Okay, so we're asking ourselves how many 2's can fit into 3? 1 can. So that's our whole number. And 1 times 2 gets us 2. And 3 minus 2 gets us 1. So we're left with 1 1/2. And that is our answer as mixed number. This is our answer as improper. Thank you so much for watching this far. I hope that it's a blessing. And don't forget to subscribe, follow, and share. And I'm greatly appreciative. Let's go to the next. Number 4 says, divide and simplify. So we have 4 5/8 divided by 1 1/2. Again, remember, we have to change these mixed numbers into impropers. So we're going to times, then add. So we're doing 8 times the whole number 4, and we're going to add it to that numerator 5. And we're going to put that all over 8 divided by 2 times our whole number 1, and we're going to add the numerator 1 all over 2. So 8 times 4 gets us 32. Okay, drop down everything else. 32 plus 5 gets us 37 over 8. And we're going to keep the division sign for right now. 2 times 1 gets us 2 plus 1 over 2. And 2 plus 1 gets us 3 over 2. Now we're going to go to our keep, change, flip. So I'm going to write it over here so we have more space. So we have 37 over 8 times 2 over 3. So I'm looking to see, can I cross anything out? Can I cancel? So 2 and 8 do have something in common. They have 2 in common. So I'm going to divide this by 2 and divide this by 2. So I have 37 over 8 divided by 2 is 4 times 2 divided by 2 is 1 over 3. And then I'm going to multiply straight across. So 37 times 1 gets me 37. And 4 times 3 gets me 12. Well, the only option that has a 12 as a denominator is C. But I'll show you how they get 3 1/12, okay? And how you change this improper to a mixed number is you have to divide it. So you're going to do 37 divided by 12. So how many 12s can fit into 37? You do not have to guess. You only have 2 options. You have a 3 and you have a 4. So we're going to go with 3. 3 times 12 gets us 36. And then 37 minus 36 leaves us that 1. So we put the remainder over what we're dividing by, which is 12. And that's how we get the 3 1/12. but I'm hoping that you're catching on. Remember, this is a time test. So as soon as you see this 12, you only have one option that's 12. You could circle it and move on. Now, if they were more trickier and they gave us two options with 12, then we would have to do this step here. But since they're just giving us options with only 112, we don't even have to really necessarily do this. Save your time for the next problem, for those conversion or, word problems that are much harder. Okay, number 5. Divide 12 and 1/3 divided by 2. We're going to change this mixed number into an improper. So we're going to do 3 times 12 plus 1. All over what you divided by is 3. We're going to divide. And remember, every whole number can be written 2 over 1. Okay. So 3 times 12 gets us 36. And 36 plus 1 gets us 37 over 3. Now we're going to divide that by 2 over 1. We're going to do our keep, change, then flip. Okay. So I'm going to go over to this side. So 37 over 3, we're keeping the same. We're going to change our division to multiplying. And we're going to flip our 2 over 1 to 1 over 2. That's called the reciprocal. So in this case, I have nothing that I can cancel out. Okay. So I'm going to multiply straight across. So 37 times 1 gets us 37. And 3 times 2 gets us 6. So this is my answer as an improper. Okay. Now I'm going to change this improper to a mixed number. So 37 divided by 6. How many 6s can fit into 37? Hopefully you're saying 6. 6 times 6 gets us 36. And 37 minus 36 is 1. So we have 1 over 6. So it's 6 and 1, 6 is our answer. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. And I can't wait to hear the good news when you say you passed that test. Let me know in the comments. And have a blessed day. Thank you for subscribing and following and sharing.